Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the May 7th Al-Anon readings, Encouraged to Change, and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I will take a minute and look this over. The question is, where do I turn my focus to stop obsessing over outcomes? And the passage starts with this person describing their mental obsession is trying to control the future. And this person says how exhausting it is trying to do their higher power's job. And then it describes in detail what it would be like for this person to work in the same office space as their higher power. It's a pretty funny description. And it ends up with the person realizing that there's other things they could do. They could take a walk. They could enjoy their day. It's really funny the way it's written. Today's reminder, and it's like a little prayer. It's asking our higher power to give us the willingness and to pause the chatter in our heads and to seek our higher power's guidance and our higher power's will. And the quote is from Courage to Change. Our higher power can point us in the right direction if we can just calm ourselves for even the tiniest moment. So where do I turn my focus to stop obsessing over outcomes? I would say breathing, praying. Sometimes the praying needs to be like on the floor, like on my knees, down on the floor. Wherever I am, just dropping to the floor and praying. Journaling, writing a gratitude list. Did I already say going to an Al-Anon meeting? Talking to a friend, talking to a sponsor, my sponsor. That helps. Also, sometimes if I think it through, something that I'm obsessing over, if I think it through, then I realize that I'm not doing any good by obsessing over it. I'm just hurting myself. But I have to be like still for the tiniest moment to realize any of this. So it's a good reminder of the things that I can do when I find that I'm obsessing. Moving along. I'll take a moment to look this over. This passage is about alcoholism being a disease and accepting that. It's productive to not blame the alcoholic for what is beyond their control, including the compulsion to drink. We can direct our efforts to our own recovery. When we improve our health, we improve the health of the entire family in some way. And that's a great way to contribute to the well-being of those that we love. Because we can't fight a disease that can't be controlled. Today's reminder, when we accept that we're dealing with a disease, when we're dealing with alcoholism, we realize we're dealing with something that's out of our control. And the only thing we can't control is working on our own recovery. The quote is from a guide for the family of the alcoholic. Whether the alcoholic is still drinking or not, the time for the family of the alcoholic to work on their recovery is now. Always a beautiful reminder of what is in my control and what isn't. When we focus on our own recovery, we're focusing on something that is a worthwhile venture. Excuse me, my nose was itchy. I was just outside in the yard. It is a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous day. Oh my heavens. And I had so much fun today. I met a friend. Oh my gosh, I'm going to show you what I got. This has nothing to do with Al-Anon. This has everything to do with the fact that me and my friend got matching chicken tank tops. Okay? Matching chicken tank tops. Look how cute. So a lot of people, not a lot of people, some people where I live have hens, and I love hearing them talk to each other. You know, they're so busy, and I always wonder what they're saying. And when we saw these tops today, my friend said, "Oh my God, I love it." And I said, "Oh, it is so cute." And I have tank tops that I wear when it's really, really hot during the summer, and some of them are kind of in pretty rough shape. Like one has actual holes in it that I keep fixing, and like they keep reforming. So I was like, you know what? I could switch that out. And this top, I don't know if you saw the tag, but it's brand new, which is unusual for me. I usually buy my clothes at a thrift shop or a consignment shop or something secondhand. That's where I got this actually, but that's brand new. So very special day. So I guess if I really want to stretch it, I can say that meeting my friend, buying matching chicken tank tops was all part of my recovery. We actually went to lunch at a lovely cafe too, and I got a veggie burger with some kind of chutney, and it was a little spicy, but it was very tasty. That was a lot of fun, and I beat the traffic home because I met her like an hour away, because we're like 2 hours away, so we each go an hour close, you know, in the direction towards each other, and there are some fun places to meet along the way. So that's how I'm working on. That's how I worked on my recovery today. And later today, we're going to this meeting that prepares us for our first town meeting in our town. That's also part of my recovery, is being more involved in my local community. So That's the tie into Al-Anon. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.